Alright, hello viewers. Welcome back to more of the old worlds. Part 8. Do need to set... Oh, okay, just hold on. Okay. Yeah, I was messing around with different difficulty settings on Matter playthrough. I want to make sure we're still the same here. Alright. Okay, so last time we finally finished up in Monarch. I don't think I have to go back there again. The main quest is taking me to Byzantium, but there's a couple other things to do before I get there. We need to go to a station. We need to go to Scylla. I have to go to Byzantium. We need to go back to Edgewater for something with Nyoka. And Scylla. Okay, there's two things to do in Scylla. Okay, why don't we go to... What it look like. I didn't really spend any time cleaning up my inventory. Oh, I found all of this stuff. Might sell that stuff, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, why don't we go...
We have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Is there something
Welcome
you want to
back,
add to that?
How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Why don't we go to Edgewater first, since we're already above the planet.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Edgewater. The return to Edgewater. What should I bring with me? Obviously Nyoka needs to come. I'll bring Vicor. I don't think I've had Vicor and Nyoka together yet. So I have to confess, like on my other character, Chris, I made a bit of a mistake on the gameplay with the other character. So I took the robophobia trait, or debuff, and I realized in hindsight that was actually a huge mistake. Because it means I can't use Sam. Because Sam triggers the robophobia debuff. Yeah, so... in hindsight, that was a bad idea. So, fair warning, if you're considering taking the robophobia flaw, just be aware of it. It counts when Sam is around. So, if you can bring Sam with you, but you'll be permanently debuffed while Sam's around. Also, you do get a unique dialogue option with the robophobia trait. You can scream at robots. It's kind of a minor thing. See, I can see my character. You can see my character in the idle animation. So what's the plan? We're going to stand here and look in my brightly colored outfit. That makes me a real easy target to shoot. Can you really imagine some old man running around in this outfit? By the way, isn't this the trans flag pride colors too? I know it's the Rizzo's outfit, but it has the same colors. Just, I don't know if there's supposed to be some secret meaning to that or anything, but I realized that a while back, and I just kind of ignored it and didn't say anything. But yeah, Rizzo's is that's trans pride or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Anyway, what are we doing here? There's something with Nyoka we gotta do. All right. Search outposts. All right. Where are we going? Expansion site. Let's fast travel over there. Over here. So I got this thing. Plasma rifle, assault rifle. This thing. And my sniping rifle. Do they have... Oh, electric plasma. I need to have a chemical weapon, because I got a chemical mod on my other character, and it is really good to have. I don't know if I ever came across a chemical mod on this playthrough yet. And so, I need to find one, because it's actually a really good mod. Because chemical works pretty well against, I think, just about every enemy. It melts armor. So it's good against robots, it's good against people. It might be good against mantises too, for all I know. So it's just an all-around good additional damage boost.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders!
There's somebody here.
Out. Opening fire!
We are just that good.
That dude was hiding over there.
Oh, here we go.
Down they go.
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
somebody's dead.
What did you do?
This is an unfortunate sight indeed. My condolences.
Yeah, hold on, let me just take the stuff, because they don't need this anymore. Okay. Take that too. My badge. Level up.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses! Ugh. I'd to leave your medallions to rot with you, but... Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
So what now?
Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base.
Oh,
The most
right.
pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Blah, blah, blah. You're guessing here. Is there any way to find out for sure?
Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns. Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
It's a good thing we're going there. I guess we're done here. Let me go back to town first. Burp, 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 burp.
Abernathy's chipper today. Guess he wasn't. It's not the best choice. It's
It's
spaces.
space your choice. I know. Shut up.
Music to my ear.
Shut up. Oh yeah, he has a Maxwell. Yeah, buy it. Might as well. I'm collecting all the unique weapons. I'm gonna try and keep it out if anybody has the corrosion mod. Oh, I did get the Saltuna Seer. I was wondering if I actually got that or not, but I do. Alright. It's well, it's not as good as this, but I have it. Eye patch. Keep those. Decent helmet. Keep damage. Alright. Oh, yeah, level up. Let's see. I'll bump the guns up a little bit.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Let's make sure I don't have a corrosion mod. Hold on. Whisper quiet and... Oh, I do have one. I have one. Okay. Should I put that on this thing? I'm gonna put it on... It would have been better. The light machine gun seems to be better sometimes than the heavy machine gun. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, do it. Put it on there. Put it down there. With the fun times barrel. Yeah. Melting gun. It will melt everything. Still walking around with some of this stuff. Hold on. Yeah, put those away for the time being. Yeah, it's just gonna be all heavy machine guns for me. We'll just go pure heavy. Everything. I am a heavy gunner now. I'll keep the handgun. I might use it at some point.
Maximilian. Vicar.
We've heard this before. I don't need to hear that again.
What?
Skilla. Space. This evil one's fine. Alright, I need to bring, Felix.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Felix and Nyoka. Go hunt some big monkey people. Oh, buddy saw that.
I'm jumping at shadows here.
Fine hunting. Attacking.
My time to shine! Woo, that had to hurt! Fits! Oh, that's the last of him!
Now to hunt some monkey people. Fugent, Primal, Behemoth. Okay.
Tougher than they look! Got him, boss! We're the best there ever was.
Yep. Melt them. Just melt. Okay, got that.
right, let's dance.
Got him! Here we go!
Yep. Everything's dead. Again. Alright, what am I doing? Another one. Boing!
Let me take him down. Keep it up. Ah!
Ow.
That's with you, boss.
Agrip. Actually, no, I don't want to take this because it makes me slower. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to be slow. Alright, was that it? Oh, there's another one.
Easy now. Kill him.
Snape. Snape. Snaping's good.
You want some of this?
Done.
That had to hurt. All right, here we go. Ah! I've been waiting for this.
Solid kill.
That monkey had a whole lot of stuff on him. Too much. Too much stuff. Too much.
Let's take him down!
There we go. Is that enough for you, Nyoka?
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These clans are gross. Can you take them, please?
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What's Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka.
Oh, that
Charon.
makes sense.
He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Remind me, what's this base again?
It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment. You'll see when we get there.
Alright, it's about time. We're gonna go kill Mantic Queen.
Fucking right we are.
I've already killed dozens of them already, but sure, let's add one more to the list. Alright. While we're here, let's do this one. Not back in the ship, is it? Wait, oh, he's at the landing pad. Oh, could have done that first.
Out of my way! Everyone all right?
Okay.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
There are a different pad on Skilla? Oh, there is Harlow's base, yeah. Oh, so we got a whole other part of Skilla. I think. You sure these people can be trusted, Felix?
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Felix Millstone's with me. Clyde Harlow is expecting us.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit.
That you then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through. Got my sights on you.
Really? Okay, I can take stuff. Oh, except for the lotion. I can't take the lotion. Outlaws. It's okay if I steal stuff from them. Don't look at me like that.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Why'd you pull your knife out? Hmm? Is this Marlowe? It's not saying anything. Oh, wait, that's not who I'm supposed to talk to. Marlowe. Okay.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
I thought you two worked this out.
I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. That's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Yeah, we massacred all the iconoclasts on Monarch. It was fun. Well, it's kind of. Anyway, tell me why we're here.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Well then, allow me to enlighten you. Felix is loyal to me. He's the best box picker-upper in this entire system, and he is mine.
I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
What do you think, Felix?
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
I will.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
So how well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
What you had to deal with. As had being the key word.
Let's hear it.
You said you're working on something big. You mind telling me what it is?
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
Sounds like you got some plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
Okay, so you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid. Some revolution.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
So, what makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. Something on your mind?
I should go. Hey, take your stuff. I can take this.
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts in weeks. We're standing around kicking rocks.
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something?
Something about this feels strange. Are you sure you trust this guy?
I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him.
I feel like he just wants you to do his dirty work and then take the fall.
You think he's using me? He wouldn't. Would he?
Well, he won't catch up with you until you kill Trask. He wants you to be a hitman, basically. What does that tell you?
That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still just some wide-eyed tenderfoot looking for a scrap. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this. Yeah, boss?
Okay. So we need to go to Groundbreaker.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Yes, I see. I know. I don't care.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Did you need to come here too? No, Parvati wants to go to Buzzing. That's right. By the way, I was exploring with my other character, and I found out you can get up there. So let's go get up there. Stuff. More stuff. Bones. We found Mr. Bones. Just a little secret area.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
Are you Rosanna Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
If you know where Trask is, you want to tell me.
That's Harlow's mark, no mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
Well, I don't trust Harlow. I just want to find out the truth.
Yeah, well, you got reason to mistrust Harlow. He's a surly git, but he's devious. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know. Please, just make it quick.
Questions. So many questions. You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
So how much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar, Felix.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
So Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
Well, that's all I wanted to know. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Alright.
It get cooler in here? I swear.
That, I don't need that, don't need that. Back to Edgewater.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
There is. It's kind of sad.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
All the way over here. Okay.
Alright, here we go! We're the best!
Yep. Yeah, these are all low-level enemies. I don't know why they even try to rush me. It's like, don't even bother.
I've been waiting for this!
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
Well, your wife told me where to find you.
Former wife. And if you so much as hurt a hair on Rosanna's head, I will put you in the ground.
Relax. She's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm having a conversation with a hired killer, but I'm supposed to relax. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
So why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
Well, neither of us trust Harlow. That's a start.
You've got good instincts, then. You were right not to trust Harlow. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
I mean, you're asking me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at him.
You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
And why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
And what was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alrighty, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I am going to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take it. Alright. Have any stuff I can take? Just a little bit. Alright. Back to the ship.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
Surprise. Find the stashed evidence. It's in Harlow's base. Okay.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Here. Stash receipts. Receipts detail payments to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services or name several favors from Harlow. Excuse me, get out of the way, please. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame.
They found the evidence, Felix. Your old friend's been brought off by the board.
I've been trying to tell myself Clyde's got some sensible explanation for all this, but I just don't know. None of this is making a lick of sense to me right now. I think we need to have a word with Clyde.
Yeah, we're about to. Oh, Harlow.
What's the word?
It's done. Trask is dead.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
And Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
Trask told me that you're working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
I will show you, but you're not allowed to take my evidence. You've been bought off. I've got receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
So when we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Returning fire!
Mission accomplished. Oh, I can take everything now. Don't mind me. Marlowe had nothing. All your stuff belongs to me now. So the spoils go to Victor.
Will do, Captain.
Take care of the guys out there for me, will you?
Oh, you are in for it now.
Everyone all right?
I think the other guys are not okay, but sure. Got some decent armor in here. It's a 54 level. 54 armor, handguns 5, helmet. Pretty good. All these helmets are good. I'll take those. Termination. Some good armor in here.
Heading back.
Good job, everyone. Bandits are dead.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You know, you never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull until you blow it open.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
Yeah, money changes people. Board probably offered Harlow a lot of money.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
Well, I mean, it's not like I pay you.
I ought to thank you for that. Keeping me on the straight and narrow. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Hey, you finished the companion quest. Nice. That's a medium armor. Yeah, it's probably time I upgrade my armor. Get rid of the bright colors. That gives me Persuade. Yeah, I'll take Persuade. Oh, I got Safecracker's jacket. Okay. Determination. I guess Parvati's inheriting my colorful armor. Yeah, it's something I kind of learned from my playthrough. It's probably a good idea to tank out my companions. They just gain a self-governed perk. Oh. So we're less likely to die. Self-governed perk? Where is that? Self-governed. Increases damage you deal when fighting corporate enemies. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we gotta go back to Roseway too for a moment. Alright, so Felix's storyline's
So then
done.
I told him, oh, ha ha ha,
Ha
that
ha ha.
tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Well, we could go here. You know what, let's take a look at this.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Okay. Alright, let's bring Max and Sam. I don't think I've had them together yet.
This is the place. We'll need the power generators back on to finish this job.
There are robots in here? Oh, right. Detecting enemies. Must exterminate.
Entering quiet mode.
Quiet mode.
Captain, a word of caution. Those automechanicals are likely to wake when we power the generator.
See. There's a person and a thing there. All sealed. Flushing toilets. Repair the toilets.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
My team has already handled the issue, soldier. Your squad can depart.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
I already reactivated the automechs. Your readout must be on a delay.
That should have been fixed by now. As you say, we'll just head out then. Safe travel, soldier.
Safe
The
travels.
UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Rather impressive, Captain. Diplomacy at its finest.
Yes. Lying at its finest. keycard.
Proximity analysis. External field sterilization measures employed. Caution. Contact with electrical currents can be lethal to customers.
Wouldn't want that, would we? Off.
Science in action is both a marvelous and terrifying thing to behold. In this case, however, I'd say it's more the latter. Chartrand. Sounds awfully familiar. That was the scientist from Cascadia, right?
Maybe. Guess we're done here. Yeah, I think that's it.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
Surprise. Surprise. What should I get? Probably should get that. Get one of these vendor perks.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Good. You're welcome.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Oh, by the way. Remember that robot?
Shh. Show me how to do that.
Surprise, surprise, there's a dead person back here. The robot killed its owner and took over the shop.
Meals come with everything seen here. Condiments sold separately. Some assembly of complex witch-style meals may be required. SAM unit identified. Initializing digital handshake in 3, 2, 1. Digital handshake complete.
Residual data grease detected following digital handshake. Degreaser initiating.
May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
You know there's a dead body in your kitchen.
This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen.
Preparing body bag. for use.
User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer.
Sounds like a pretty nasty bug in your system.
This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess.
Do you plan on cleaning up back there?
This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities.
All this morbid talk is making me hungry.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Oh, he has a chef hat. I don't know, I'm just gonna buy that, or whatever. Whatever, I'm gonna take it. I really wish there was a transmog system in this game, so I could just wear whatever outfit I want. Instead, I have to prioritize armor. I really hope in the next game, in the sequel game, they allow transmog. They need to have it.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
I can max out Intimidate. The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Is this about your cloak and dagger warnings?
That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection. And more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Oh. The truth about the human tailbone?
I'm thinking more along the lines of the sapient species paradox. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
Maybe they were just hiding expensive research from pirates like Sublight?
No, they were hiding something the colony isn't ready to know. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
My mind is very, very open. I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
My options are aliens? Aliens. Really? I'm gonna go with...
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Captain, in my humble assessment, Ms. Hagen is insane.
Your crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
I assume you have questions. I assume you have many questions of you.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment.
Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens, well, what are we talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I mean, I haven't seen any evidence of... trying to use the right language here. Extraterrestrial intelligence. Have not seen any evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence at work here. There are aliens. We have alien creatures on the planets. But you're referring more specifically to an extraterrestrial intelligence.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
I mean, how do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
My cells would betray me. We're coming to get you, Lila.
Tobias, get my knife. The big one. That was a joke. Ha ha. We each get one. Now, back to business.
Alright, enough. Tell me what needs to be done.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
Your concern for the fate of our species is admirable.
You've got me all wrong.
Oh?
I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
No, the labs that passed through didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
So where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
I mean, it sounds messy, but sure, I'll take the job.
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Is there something deeper than the bone to be corrupted to? The soul. She's been corrupted to the soul.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner. Have a look.
Here to sell stuff. Get rid of some stuff I don't need. That, 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 that. Do I have a honey rifle? I might have one already, but I don't. Another light machine gun. Oh, that's an old one. Don't want that. That's a piece of junk. Oh, I got this. What does it bleed? Yeah. So. No, all of those things. I don't want those. And these things take a lot of weight too. Those Rapidon stakes. There's so many though. They actually take a lot of weight. Some of this stuff here I don't really need. Can't believe I'm not borscht. Alright, that's good enough. Back to the ship. Aliens.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
He's still drunk? Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's finish up Nyoka's thing. Back on Monarch.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
All the way over here.
Here we go! Down they go!
Right to the middle of the action now. Alright, we're going this way.
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah, right? Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, here we go! Nice work!
Great work.
Ah, bones. They're definitely dead.
Nicely done.
Ready?
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while. scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family, Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You are a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Nyoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental. Incoming!
Yeah, let's shoot. Wow. Yay, I won. You're in your side. If you take too many blows, it may be hard to see things. You know what? Yeah, I'll take that. I can probably overcome that with a level up. Yeah, I got 3 flaws. How much did that actually affect me? I'm on 40. Yeah, okay. I'll pump up my gun skill just to make up for that. That's probably a flaw that's probably not going to make that much of an impact. What do we got on this thing? Oh, did I pick up the... Ooh, I think I just saw something pretty cool there. Almost definitely make use of.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
No, I just can't stand by while Manta Queens roam free. I gotta shoot him. Shoot him dead.
Spoken like a true huntsman. You'd have fit right in. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Leaving them down here? Well, I suppose that's fine, then. Whatever you want to do, go ahead. Done. She got good chance increased. Okay. Good. Oh, wrong button. Pressing. If you're pressing the F key, just press E. Whatever. Alright. Empty man. Go for some of the next command. Oh, there was another thing on Skilla to do. Alright. Max needs to go to Skilla. We'll go back to Skilla then.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life. And you're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten sal tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment, and you're just an engineer using it. Ah! Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
Yeah, still a conversation would probably look a lot better if there was some animation of Parvati actually shooting the gun. The same.
Destination reached. Scylla.
It's an Ellie. There we go. Over there. You two are matching outfits now.
Probably executed.
Never anger a man of the cloth.
Clean this up, right?
Here we go.
Oh, hello.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
That depends. Who are you?
Oh, the audacity. Strangers enter my home and demand to know who I am? What fun! Is this a multiple choice question? Because I'm not sure I remember anymore.
What? A test? No one told me there was going to be a test. Damn it, I hate tests.
Yes, that's the spirit. A fellow traveler, one close to the truth themselves.
No, he's not. Just a bit dim.
I don't need to stay here and be insulted. Oh, man. I take defense at that.
Can we dispense with the nonsense for once, please? We're here to get this book translated. We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Hermit lady, enough talk. How about you throw Max here a bone?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
You need to make a chemical to make him learn French? Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I'll supervise, for safety purposes.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
So okay. Let's think of who the possibilities of what might happen here. First, she's gonna drug us and knock us out and steal all our equipment and money. 2, we're gonna go on a really wild, drug-addled trip. And Max is gonna think he knows the truth, but really, we're just gonna be really, really high for a bit. 3, she's an alien. A French alien. Place your bets now on which is the correct option. But breathe deeply.
Poor Maximilian.
Oh, she's a ghost.
Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
My face has always been wrong.
Your voice always sounds weird.
Wait. Is she just hallucination? Why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
We came here so you could learn how to not be an ass, Max. So, stop being an ass.
Okay, Vision Mom. How about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes?
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
Knew it. Max's mom is an alien. You have alien DNA in you, Max. You have to resist it. Yeah, but seeing the truth, that's, hard.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? But I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right.
Oh, it's alien, Max.
What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
I don't get half of what you're saying, but you're insulting my friend. And he's a stand-up guy. Why is your hair green?
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
Can we try to convince him otherwise?
Oh, wait. So I'm not real? That's a relief. Being real is tough.
Ironically, your lack of introspection means you're actually closer to the truth than your friend Max is.
Yes.
Your individual self is what's not real. It is simply a concept. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
I'm confused and nauseous, but mostly nauseous.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
I'm gonna say option 2, 1. It was a drug-induced hallucination and we were very, very high. So option 2, 1. Anyway, thankfully, all that talking and arguing ruined my eye.
Ruined? You seem to be having quite the time. Though I must admit I was a bit concerned when you stripped naked and tried to eat your clothes.
Oh, okay. I meant to do that.
I was joking. You passed out fairly early in the process. Well before I realized what an ignorant fool I've been. Everything is perfect.
Well, I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
I believe that is a very Buddhist way of looking at the world, because I think that's kind of like part of the basis of Buddhism, I think. You know, part of it's just, accept the world as it is instead of they're trying to force change, because change is painful when you try to force it and it doesn't work out, so you might as well just be content. Things like that. Anyway, if you say so.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Okay. Is Max content? Yes, he is. The Tune perk. So Max's questline is done. Tuned in. Increase your duration effects when taking drugs. Okay. You gain a resistance to taking drugs. Alright. So can we do that again? No. Okay. But I still want to know what's in the book.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Oh, wait, there's a maze? Where? I love mazes.
I like this one. A untroubled by deeper thoughts?
We should go.
I hope your answers you have found are satisfactory. Not really. If they're satisfactory, they must be lies.
Okay.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
During the experience at the Hermits, you seemed, somewhat at odds with your mother.
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Okay. Yeah, you have anything to add, Ellie?
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
Why do you say that?
Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
My angle is, I don't know. I'm just going along with him for now.
Fair enough. But you should know he's not the only game in town. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
I'm not gonna become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Oh, Ellie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
Wait, I thought you were doing this because you owed me. Not because you wanted to get paid. Whatever. I take it you got something to say about that Harlow fellow?
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
Yeah, it's hard to know who to trust sometimes.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
I mean, just because Harlow turned out to be a crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that. I mean, I guess, yeah, Graham was pretty straightforward, but I mean, I had to kill him.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Except we've created artificial gravity.
This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same stuff. Once you accept that, nothing much surprises you.
Well, maybe you're right. But I'd rather try for something better.
Well, let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
You know, as a matter of fact, I am.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Speaking of lost causes, there's something I've been meaning to get around to.
Yeah, I'm wondering when your quest is supposed to pop up. Yeah, what's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Yeah, of course. Just let me know how it can help.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to owe me
I'm
again.
just suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
You know what? Actually, I can see it.
But I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice.
But see, that's the problem. You try a little too hard.
Huh. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me.
Absolutely not. I forbid it.
What? You're joking, right?
Of course, I'm joking. Do what you need to do.
Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some bloodstains, wear that one.
I'm sure I got a few bullet holes in my armor by now. What?
Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that.
Almost like you want me to be on my worst behavior.
That's the idea. Anything else?
So what can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced.
So why did you leave?
The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
So what do you mean?
I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
Oh, yeah. That would drive me crazy.
Now you see why I left. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Well, I need the lay of the land there. Anything I should know?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Is this one of those established dominance things?
What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Oh. Well, must have been interesting growing up there.
Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there's a butt to this story.
Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
Alright, enough about Byzantium.
That's what I've been saying.
Alright, that's good. Byzantium.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Only one. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have 3 of these. I didn't even realize I have 3 of these in-ray things. Yeah, in-ray is like... I saw some example videos of the in-ray weapons. You can just... it's mainly used for crowd control, I would say. I don't know exactly what type of gun would be good for that, though. I have to think on that one.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
You met that auto mechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
So, have you given him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
Alright. Guess I'll check in with everybody. See what else here. That's Byzantium. Ellie hasn't spoken to her parents. That's Byzantium. Byzantium. Okay, so. Alright, we're at the point where all roads lead to Byzantium now.
Hey! Should've get off the pot, damn it! Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn minutes! You ought to see Ellie. You got a condition or something.
Who's in there? Is Max stuck on the toilet? I have to see this. Max, what you doing?
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
I just want to know why you're taking so long in the bathroom. Never mind.
Hey, Cap.
So, you getting along with the crew?
Well, Sam's been doing my dishes for me, so that's something. It seems genuinely happy to do that. Can an auto mechanical be happy? Opal told me they could once. She believed auto mechanicals feel just like we do. She would always... Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
I mean, I'm not pushy. Talk when you're ready.
I will.
Good to see you, boss.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Good work.
Thank you, customer. Warning! Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss. Service cancellation request processing.
Alright. Alright, getting probably close to the end here, but we will go to Byzantium because I said I would last time, so.
Welcome back, Captain.
Just checking if everybody there's
How
anything
can I
left
be
to
of assistance?
cover here before I go. No,
I'll
okay.
be here.
Alright, let's go to Byzantium. Byzantium. Let's go check it out. Or at least get a cursory glance at this place.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Ah, what a coincidence. Me too.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Why do you sound so surprised?
Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
The Phoenix?
Yeah, that's my codename for... you know, our mutual friend.
We have a mutual friend. How nice.
He did a good job finding you. You'll fit right in here. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
So can't you get me into the minister's estate?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
I don't know. You seem pretty good with birds and, whatever E stands for.
Birds are kind of my specialty. Codenames, too. But I can give you some information. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Well, there's gotta be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
How exactly did you get involved in all of this anyway?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
When they die off, it's a sign that something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see.
Like what?
For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Maybe they're aliens. Yeah, it does.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
That's not right.
I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect to happen. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
A regular tragedy.
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
No, I mean, if you ask me, the suggestion box was probably pretty useless to begin with.
I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Okay, well, looks like I've got work to do. Move
along.
along. Wait, did this go to this? Setting mainly? Where does this door go? Oh, that door isn't open. Never mind.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
The law's really looking out for me.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I can make it easy.
Move along.
Yeah, can't do that anyway. Well, let's get Parvati some clothes first. Let's do that.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running.
Here we go!
Something exciting just happened. Alright, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Ooh, down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all.
No, I'm not gonna do that again.
Hey, you!
Come on, go.
Yeah, you! With the million-bit smile? How'd you like to make it worth 10 million? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
Is that why bullets find me wherever I go?
That's gold. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippistout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
What? No.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take good care of you. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Oh, that's disgusting. I never agreed to that.
Ha! A sense of humor, that's good. Every picture needs some comedy. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Hey, all the way to the top. Whatever that means. Oh, the salon is closed.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Huh.
You think I'd get arrested if I
Let's
climbed
try it.
up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
1.
Spacer's
2.
choice. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice.
And 3. My corporate rival is now dead. I don't really know who my corporate rival is, though. But they're dead now. Let's see. Oh, maybe this is where...
Choice free sliced bread. It tastes fresh because
First Club? Oh, no. Oh, whatever that place is up there. That's where I need to be. Look up there. Oh, stairs.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Me? No. I'm not here to shop. I mean...
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Oh, what's this about pasta?
Oh, you slay me. Not pasta, my dear. Contrapposto. To slouch fashionably. One's posture reveals the quality of one's character. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Yeah, it's like you read my mind, I think.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm
this
working
was a
on a new
shop.
line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Oh, what do you have in mind?
When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials.
Okay, I'll help you out.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Well, any excuse to admire my looks, huh? Can't blame you.
Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers, none of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
So where should I find spacer gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Well, anyway. My engineer's going on a date, and she needs a fine outfit.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
Wait, hold up. Did you actually measure for this outfit? I didn't see any measuring tape.
Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
She's an engineer. Do you think she can afford that? She needs to impress her true love.
Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
Yeah, I guess we can swing 3,000 bits.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Hey, can I buy something? Ah.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
I want to see what you have. There we go. Some really... Okay, this is max level armor here, level 30. I do need to get the DLC, because the DLC will expand the level cap. Because right now my level cap is 30. And with the DLC, it'll go up to 35. Yeah, some pretty hefty armor here. I'll eat my junk here. Alright. Alright, cool. Actually, I want to see, actually pick up something for her. No? Oh. Must be like an event item thing. Alright. Make a quick look around the rest of the
I love Byzantium.
things here.
Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
House of Inebriation. Okay. I'm not really gonna focus on the main quest right now. Just want to see what all is here.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is. Don't I ever...
Inspiration.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that.
Rizzo's
Oh
Purple
my
Berry Punch.
goodness!
You want a punch?
Ruth
You
Bellamy?
got your punch right
I
here.
simply adore your work.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. soaring. Promotions abound. Thanks to your continued
Halcyon.
hard work, Halcyon is healthy.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
Yeah, they probably could. Acropolis District. Up ahead. Just wondering if there might be a weapon shop. See if there's any like, interesting weapons I could find.
You must be... Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be somewhere else.
Somewhere else, okay.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
Okay, this is probably where I gotta go for that other mission. Alright.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Man, this did. You know, for just okay looking water, man, is it really causing? It's really causing a bit of a hit to my frame rate when I look at the water there.
Your best find this week. Go.
I wrote someone up for slandering trademarked products.
Pretty good? I caught someone loitering outside corporate offices in substandard apparel.
Oh yeah? Well, I wrote 2 fines for littering off-brand packaging.
Love, I love this job.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery.
Alchemy munitions. Okay, here we go. Oh, got any interesting guns for sale?
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
What do people around here need weapons for?
Why, to defend their property, of course.
50-bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
Protect it from what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
Smart man.
One can never be too well armed. Who knows when the hordes may hurl themselves at our gates?
Alright, well, let me see what you got. Flamethrower 2.0. Plasma launcher 2. Just gonna go. Assault rifle ultra. Assault rifle 2. The Exterminator. In the pink slip. All unique guns here. Grab them while I'm here. Okay. Nice.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
Okay, so we kind of just walked around there. Alright, let's go do Parvati State thing, and then we'll probably wrap up.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
I don't think we really need that. Alright, making every little thing perfect isn't going to change Chun-Li's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Yes, let's go right now. Anything else to do?
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
Alright, Groundbreaker. Let's go.
Not today, Sam. I am not. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. We'll be here, Captain. Or will...
What else do I need to do here? Talk to Parvati on the ship. Oh, why can't I just talk to her here? I mean, that's a little weird because we're technically not
Captain,
docked.
if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
You look like you're in uniform. Is she cleaner, maybe?
You bet I am. You don't want to know how much engine gunk came off me in the shower. Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Oh yeah, I can't remove armor. I mean, that looks stylish, but it's not correct though. I don't know. Checking on the date. I mean, is she actually going to be in a dress? Because if she's not, I'm going to be disappointed. Oh yeah, she's in a dress.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
Don't mind me pointing the gun at you. Don't mind me pointing the gun.
And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person. My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station should be run, and I had others. He was fond of saying, "You think Groundbreaker pays for itself? Someone's got to cover the bills," when I chafed against his deference to the board.
Sounds like he was afraid of him.
He was, and he was right to be. Didn't mean I had to like it.
Hey, can I,
What about your mama?
uh,
I don't mean to pry, you just hardly mention her, and I've been wondering.
don't mind
She
me.
passed when I was small. Taught me how to change a fuse on her deathbed. Even sick, she was patient with me. She kept exhaustive journals of my childhood, my father said. Like she was A/B testing child rearing.
Must be you got that exacting nature from her.
Exacting is a kind way to put it. Inflexible, my father would have said. Bull-headed. Cold.
Alrighty, get rid of the goggles. They don't match. Let your hair down.
If you're cold, then I'm the void of space. Cold. That's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go. I should go. So, date is done. Just like that.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Don't care.
The ship used to be much quieter.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Alright, well, did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, "Wow, new soap?" And I was like, "Yeah, rosish." Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
They laid out the meal. Brought you in and started the music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Okay, so the meal went well. The dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
Okay. And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Wait, she wrote a speech to declare her love?
She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap.
We'll make sure you're coated in engine oil next time. That might be better. Anyway, so what about your, Actually, no, no. That was very sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Okay. Have at it. Level up. He has gained the Enchanted Evening perk. Okay. And that does food effect and drink effect is 25. Okay. And counteract some of this bad juju I got. Back up to 50 on those. So date was successful. Alright. Last companion quest is going to be Ellies, which I think is just going to be mostly on Byzantium. I got a model outfits. I have this assassination mission. Audition mission and main quest. Okay, so this is all Byzantium stuff. Alright. So, alright, that's where I'm going to stop. So next time, I'm probably just going to focus on Byzantium next time. So yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.